The temperatures are in the 40s today, but it's raining cats and dogs as the Packers, with a record of 3-1, play host to the Buffalo Bills, also 3-1. Both clubs hope they're playoff bound. The scene is County Stadium in Milwaukee. Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Costas, along with Bob Trumpy. The quirks of the schedule in this strike-torn season have it that the Packers have not played a single game in Green Bay yet this year. This is their third regular season game in Milwaukee. And for Buffalo, after 4 home games, this is their first game on the road, and the conditions a definite factor.
You're right, Bob. And Buffalo over the last 2 weeks has played in very, very bad weather again today in County Stadium here. They still have the skinned infield out there, and it's going to be bad footing, but it's a day for defenses. And let's look at defenses. First, for the Green Bay Packers, any team that plays a 34 defense, you always look at the 3 guys up front. Jones, the nose man, Wingo and Cumbing, the 2 inside linebackers. Now, these guys are second in the NFL against the rush. Outstanding. When the defense works, these guys have got to get the credit. Now, for the Buffalo Bills, their storied defense, the Bermuda Triangle, has just one part of it left. Smurless, the nose man, Hazlitt out with arthroscopic knee surgery, and some doubt as to whether Shane Nelson will ever come back and be a player again for the Buffalo Bills. But these guys have not allowed a rushing touchdown in 22 consecutive regular season quarters.
On the offensive side, each quarterback, Joe Ferguson for Buffalo, Lynn Dickey for Green Bay, has a pair of great targets.
And we can report to the people in Buffalo that Jerry Butler, with his pulled quad muscle, will start today. 2 very, very gifted receivers. Good speed, great hands. For Green Bay, probably the 2 of the most storied receivers there is in the NFL, John Jefferson and James Lofton. Both very gifted athletes, although today I think they'll be decoys.
Gets you one of the 8 places in each conference in the playoffs. The former Kansas City Chief, Ted McKnight, fumbles it, and who's got it? The Packers look like they do. No indication yet. Yeah, Green Bay ball.
Mike McCoy made the hit. Excuse me, Bill Whitaker made the hit. That's always a factor on a day like today. That ball is going to be heavy, wet, and you got to hang on to it. Watch McKnight here. He's got, if I'm not mistaken, he's got gloves on. And generally in a game like this, they're good when you start out, but they get very, very damp and you can't hang on. You see the scramble for the ball. Green Bay gets the first break.
Lee Ivory and Gary Ellis are the running backs. Lofton, Jefferson, and Paul Kaufman, the tight end, the targets for Lynn Dickey. And there's the offensive line with Captain Larry McCarron making his 100th consecutive start today for the Packers, and he's kept that streak alive despite a hernia operation and a broken hand. Gary Ellis carries down near the 15-yard line, which will leave them with 3rd and about 4.
As you watch the graphic there of the Buffalo Bills defense, the Green Bay Packers had a great deal of trouble running the football. And as a matter of fact, Bart Starr said that was the main reason they lost the football game. And I will also make mention that last year Green Bay led the NFL in takeaways.
Passing situation, Jim Jensen, 33, is the only setback for the Packers. Play fake, bullet over the middle, and through the hands of Lofton and incomplete. Not that it should have been caught, but he did touch it. His career, only George Blanda with 335 has kicked more.
Talked to Jan before the game, and he said over the years all the kicking he's done, his left foot, his left ankle is bothering, somewhat arthritic from all the plants he's made.
Ray Stakowitz holds at the 23, and the 33-yarder is good. For the year now, Stenerud has connected on 5 out of 7. The man so far with less than 2 minutes of playing time gone. McKnight again, drops it, trying to fall on it, and smothered inside the 10. Cliff Lewis, number 56, was the first to hit him, and he had plenty of help after that. First quarter. Butler wide left, and Lewis, the 35-year-old veteran, wide to the right. Cribbs has to fall on it, and he's down at about the 1-yard line. Well, Buffalo has had 3 chances to handle the ball, and they haven't done it cleanly yet. 68 yards. Roosevelt Leaks with a 90-yard game, best of his career against Baltimore last week. Make the correction, Pacone in instead of Butler, with Lewis and Bramer as the tight end. And that offensive line has permitted Joe Ferguson to be sacked only 4 times this year, lowest total in the NFL.
Protection and run blocking.
3rd and 13 at the 7. They take no chances. Cribbs lost the ball. The Packers have it again. watched the replay, but I believe Mike McCoy might have been there, or perhaps Maurice Harvey.
Protecting the football. Ball is just slippery, and there's nothing. As a coach, you got to tell the players, just wipe it out of your mind. Go out there and play your game.
It is Maurice Harvey with a fumble recovery. 11 minutes and 39 seconds to play first quarter. Ellis, the lone setback on 3rd and 7, takes the pitch and doesn't have the first down. They may have to settle for another Stenerud field goal. And he's got this one too. So the same scenario, a couple of Buffalo fumbles. Each time the Packers fail to move the ball. Neither team has a first down yet. Each time the Pack settles for a field goal by Stenerud, they take a 6-0 lead with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. And the Packer defense. Butler, Jones, and Johnson across the front in their 3-4 alignment. Anderson, Wingo, Cumbie, and Douglas are the backers. McCoy and Lee at the corners. Johnny Gray and Maurice Harvey are the safeties. Harvey has already contributed a fumble recovery in this game. 6-0 Packers on a pair of Stenerud field goals. Leaks again. Now on 2 straight plays, they've gone with a single setback in Roosevelt Leaks, and Joe Cribbs, who had trouble holding the ball, has been on the bench at least for a while.
Gun.
3 wide receivers, Frank Lewis, the rookie from Clemson, Perry Tuttle, and Lou Picone all in. Batted up and intercepted. Here's Maurice Harvey having himself a big day. Out to the 32-yard line. He's got a fumble recovery and an interception, and the Pack has the ball back.
I'll tell you what, I'll make this comment right now. I don't believe Joe Ferguson should have thrown that ball.
Certainly Vince Lombardi, but other coaches in the league, and that wasn't wise early on. Dickey airing one out. There's contact and a flag.
Good call.
Philip Epps, number 85, the rookie from TCU, who caught 2 touchdown passes last week against the Jets, was the target. Buffalo arguing about it. Gary Ellis, 31, and the rookie from Utah, Del Rogers, 35, are the backs right now. 2nd and 6 at the 29. Ellis makes the catch and wishes he didn't. Spun down at the 35 for a loss of 6. Eugene Marv, number 54, was right there. Actually, of the pass interference call against Steve Freeman. And after their 2 fumble recoveries deep in Buffalo territory, they failed to get a first down. Dickey has lots of time, and he's got a target. Ellis makes the catch. A little sidestep got him the first down. And he's to the 15-yard line. Out of the game, gained without benefit of a penalty. And the carry by Del Rogers. And here's Rogers, the rookie from Utah, down to the 5 and close to a first down. 3rd and 5. Ellis. No, to the 4-yard line. Stenerud time again.
It'll be 4th down, and that keeps that string alive. The Buffalo Bills have not allowed a rushing touchdown in 22 consecutive regular season quarters, and they have not given up a TD in their last 10 quarters this season.
Last week, they didn't even let the Baltimore Colts cross midfield, and a long pass interference call that went against you, which was questionable. They want a dry football before this attempt.
That's impossible. They can ask all they want. They're not going to get it.
Larry McCarron, number 54, will snap it. Stakowicz will kneel at about the 12. So a 22-yard attempt for Stenerud.
Missed it.
Wide to the right. There appeared to be a little bit of awkwardness in his approach, Trump. Back at County Stadium in Milwaukee, Bob Costas along with Bob Trumpy. First and 10, Buffalo from just across the 30. Curtis Brown carries again. A hole opens up for him. He fumbles the ball, and it looks like the Pack's got it.
That's now 6 fumbles. 3 recovered by Green Bay.
No official indication yet, Trump.
I think recovered the 3rd one, and now this one. Good trap up the middle. You see Borchard coming through there, Reggie McKenzie. Brown jumps to the outside of the trap block. Let's see where the contact is made. 24, Johnny Gray strips him of the football. Packers have it back. First.
The only fumble which they have been guilty of. Dickey pounced on it. Times himself, 78, 80, and 81.
Not a bad pair.
They've got a potential star in Philip Epps, their third wide receiver, the rookie from TCU. 2nd and 10. The screen to Eddie Lee Ivory. Close to a first down, and that lunge got it for him. First down, Green Bay. First down pass off the play fake. Intercepted. Picked off by Chris Keating. So there's the first Green Bay turnover.
Field, watch Keating drop back. Does an excellent job. As you said earlier, we think the only professional football player out of Maine shows excellent hands, even with the gloves, and then protects the ball as he's about to get hit. 74, Tim Huffman on the tackle.
A couple of Jan Stenerud field goals have the Packers in front 6-0 at the end of 15 minutes of play. We had 7 fumbles, not all of them resulting in turnovers, and 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
We got a shotgun now for Buffalo. 5 defensive backs for the Packers.
And 3 wide receivers for the Bills as Ferguson finds Lewis with the catch. And he did make the grab. He did make the grab at the 25-yard line for a gain of 16. Packer fans thought perhaps he had trapped it.
In replacement, who didn't even make the team.
They didn't fare too badly with Stallworth, Swan, and then later Jim Smith. Roosevelt leaks, barrels up the middle, close to the 20-yard line.
2 wide receivers, exactly the set they used last week. They're going to jam it right down Green Bay's throat if possible.
Pacone to the right and Lewis to the left. Butler has made a brief appearance, but not in on this play. Leaks up the middle, short of the first down. Anderson with the tackle. John Anderson, number 59. And considering the weather circumstances, unlikely to see him today. Curtis Brown looks like he has the first down for Buffalo before Mike Butler can wrap him up.
He would try to throw the football here.
First down, Trump. The ball at the 14-yard line. Brown takes the handoff and is stopped for a loss. Pushed back for a loss of 2 by Byron Braggs, number 73. At least so far. Kramer, the tight end, in motion. Curtis Brown gets another carry. Gets outside, down near the 10-yard line. Pacone right, Lewis left. Off the shotgun. Into the end zone for Lewis. Flag? Yes. Pass interference on the Packers. Mike McCoy had the coverage.
They're going to call it back, though. They're going to call it back because the guy had no chance to catch the football, I do believe.
Referee today.
Defense holding number 29. 5 yards and a first down. First down.
Packers have not frequently been flagged down, but they were hurt by that call. Looks like Curtis Brown. He's down near the 1-yard line. It's going to get to a point, especially for those who are busy today and getting several carries, where we will not be able to see their numbers at all.
Packers 1 for 4, as you see there.
And yet here are the Bills trailing only 6-0, despite giving the Packers every opportunity to open up a big lead. Curtis Brown. Buffalo says touchdown.
I think you go for it here. If I'm Chuck Knox, I go for it.
Cribbs is in, and he gets the carry and vaults. Touchdown.
Green Bay doesn't realize it yet.
They will eventually.
Yes, they will.
So they held them 3 times on a series that began after the pass interference call inside the 5, but on the 4th down carry, Cribbs gets there. This game is tied, and Efren Herrera could put them in front.
Rather surprising. Cribbs comes in to score touchdowns when you can... Yeah, he's over the line. The official is standing on the line. I believe it may be a bad camera angle, but that looked like a good call.
Packers blocked a Pat Leahy point after touchdown try and a Pat Leahy field goal try last week in New York against the Jets. They got a piece of this, but it's still...
The kick by Herrera. 22 was the man that was in there, Mark Lee, but I can't tell if he made contact. Nevertheless, it was good.
Sure, when he was at North Carolina State.
Except maybe Dave Remington, but Nebraska, but sure. Remington has not shown up in the NFL yet. Look at there, 9:06 time elapsed. Reminder, last week, Buffalo had the ball for 45 minutes out of the 60 minutes played on offense.
Get you into Buffalo territory. Never crossed the 50 in the whole game. Here's Dickey. The pass complete to Lofton. Buffalo is contending that he trapped it.
At you. Dickey really throws that one. Oh, I don't know, but it
Possible
counted.
To tell from that replay.
21 yards on the reception. Bob, this is going to bring up an interesting situation at halftime. Buffbacks, is that 11? That's 11.
3rd down 8. Dickey in trouble. Gets away and connects. The catch is made by Philip Epps, the rookie. Let's see where they put this down. It's very close to the stick. 200 meters outdoor event.
Bob, I was going to say, starting right tackle Greg Cook of the Green Bay Packers goes off the field with some sort of an injury. He's open.
Jefferson all alone is inside the 15-yard line.
Catch a defensive back covering John Jefferson. You'll see him right in front of you. Goes inside, comes back outside because he can beat you deep so easily. And the footing is no better down here than it was.
Eddie Lee Ivory carries. Down to about the 10-yard line of the Bills. Chris Keating, number 52, makes the stop for Buffalo. Gary Ellis.
Fumble.
Loose football. Still loose. Who's got it? Packers think they have a touchdown, and they do.
Watch once again. Ellis on the carry. There he loses it. That ball travels almost 9 yards before Del Rogers can get his hands on it. There's Lofton with a chance. Rogers there to make the recovery. Touchdown, Green Bay, no matter how they got it.
Now, there are certain circumstances under which we're to play in the first half. 2nd and 7 from the Buffalo 25. Roosevelt leaks carries. This will leave them with 3rd down and a long 2. Blocked, and yet they each managed to clear the crossbar. So we've had a little bit of everything. Joe Cribbs on the delayed handoff. Skips past tacklers and has a Buffalo 1st down. George Cumbie on the tackle.
You know, Bob, I make this comment. This may be what the NFL looks like over the next few weeks with bad weather. That's fair.
Cribbs again. Takes it outside. 40. 45, 46-yard line. Clock continues to move. 1:14 left.
And you saw Cribbs at the last moment expecting contact.
A year which concluded with a victory for them in Super Bowl I. Ferguson finds a target. Looks like Frank Lewis made the catch with John Anderson on the stop. 7 seconds. Pacone left and Lewis right. Ferguson again with time. Here's Pacone with the catch. He fumbled the ball but then fell on it. The Packers are arguing that it should be an incomplete pass, but the way it looked to me was reception, subsequent fumble, and a recovery by Pacone.
Pacone, who is playing in place of Butler, catch the ball. Is that Harvey? Yes, Mo Harvey on the tackle. Ball on the ground. That's over the last couple of years. There's been as many plays go as receptions, and then back. Joe Cribbs.
Both wide receivers, Pacone and Lewis, are on the left side. The flip to Cribbs. 15.
Get outside.
10.
Oh.
Close to a 1st down. They'll have to use a timeout, though. Seconds. 6 as they snap it. Out of bounds to stop it with 5.
Trying to get Herrera on. He cost him a play.
From the 16, Matt Robinson will hold. Herrera will kick. Little trouble with the spot, and it's blocked. Robinson did not get it down cleanly.
Watch Robinson. Has trouble getting his hands on the ball and getting it down. And then Herrera has no choice.
That's Gary Lewis, 81, who blocked it.
Joe Cribbs cost him there.
First half is history. 13-7. The Pack leads it.
Thank you, Bob Costas. This is Mike Adamle in New York. In Chicago, the fog has lifted, and the Bears have come up with this sunny performance. Rookie quarterback Jim McMahon has hit Ken Marjoram in the end zone, and the Bears lead 7-0 over the Patriots. Bob? Thank you, Bob Costas. This is Mike Adamle at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Terry Bradshaw has connected on his 2nd touchdown pass of the day. This one 74 yards to John Stallworth, and now the Steelers lead the Kansas City Chiefs 14-0. Bob? This is Mike Adamle in our NFL 82 studios in New York at Three Rivers Stadium. Terry Bradshaw has just connected on his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. This one of 4 yards to Greg Hawthorne, and now the Steelers lead the Chiefs 21-0. Gentlemen?
This is Len Berman at 82 in New York, and Bob Costas, the Bears scorer you just mentioned. Here's how it happened. McMahon throwing, intercepted by Rick Sanford of the Patriots. Kenneth Sims throws a block there, coast to coast, 99 yards on the interception. The Patriots close to within 23-13 of the Bears. Let's go back to you, Bob Costas. Len Berman, NFL 82. Perhaps the play of the day, the Giants have taken the lead. Bruner, 40 yards. Look at this catch by Butch Wolfram, turning around, one-handed, grabs it. He goes in and scores, and the Giants have just tacked on a safety. Let's go back to you, Bob.
Defensive money problems with him. Let him go. Buffalo picked him up. Alan Clark on the return for Green Bay, and he's out near the 40-yard line for the Packers. Jeff Nixon, number 38, makes the tackle.
Dickey just keeping his hands on it. Ivory and Ellis still the running backs.
Lofton, Jefferson, and Kaufman are the targets for Dickey, who came into the game completing 65% of his passes, 7 touchdowns. Now with his first period interception, 4 interceptions for the year. And there's his offensive line. Del Rogers, 35, alternates with Eddie Lee Ivory, bringing the plays in from the bench. So Rogers is in on this play along with Gary Ellis. And the give is to Ellis, who's immediately pushed back by Fred Smerlas. They'll have 3rd and 10.
Outstanding player.
And the only third that remains, since Haslett and Nelson are sidelined by injuries and replaced by Marv and Keating in the middle. Clark, Romes, Freeman, and Simpson. Simpson celebrating his 31st birthday today for Buffalo. Come on, Trump, it's easy. Dickey drops, wants to throw long, settles for a medium pattern over the middle, and the completion of the 45 of Buffalo on a first down. On the right, Ellis is the lone running back. They give it to him on a draw, and he's got a first down.
You really have the defense at a disadvantage. They don't know what's coming, so they've gotten good first down yardage. Reverse.
Here's the reverse, and here comes Lofton. This worked for a touchdown against the Giants. 15, 10, first and goal. No flags. 3rd and goal at the 1. Ellis and Ivory are the backs. John Thompson, 87 in. Extra tight end. Eddie Lee Ivory for the touchdown. So that streak for Buffalo is snapped.
Still pretty impressive. First rushing touchdown allowed in 24 quarters. The last 24 regular season quarters. Right down there at the line of scrimmage. Excellent job by number 57 of the Packers, Darrell Goforth. He got through there and got contact on a linebacker, and that linebacker wasn't there to stand Eddie Lee Ivory up. From the end zone. Good job by that offensive line.
Game and has thrown 3 touchdown passes, 2 to John Stallworth, 1 to Greg Hawthorne in the first half. Joe Cribbs wearing a fresh uniform here at the start of the second half. Gets about 5 on first down before Mike Butler makes the stop at the 35. Trump.
To Jim Brown in touchdowns for a career. 92. Jim Brown had 106 through his career. Not bad for a guy who didn't get as much attention as the other guy in the backfield when he was drafted out of college.
If he can and decides to stay around that long, here's Cribbs. He's got a first down for Buffalo. Cumbie on the stop.
Good man to feature. Breakaway threat. Butler, Jones, Johnson up front for the Green Bay Packers.
Wingo hurt. Cumbie, number 52, made the stop on the last play. Randy Scott, number 55, has come in to replace Wingo. Lee and McCoy are the corners, and Gray and Harvey. Harvey with a... Cribbs again, his 3rd straight carry. He's into Green Bay territory. He's got a first down at the 46 before Maurice Harvey stops him. First-round draft choice looked better at the beginning of the year than it looks now, with New Orleans off to a 3-1 start. Might not be as high a pick as it originally looked to be. Roosevelt Leaks makes the catch out of the backfield. Buffalo trails by 13, but they're driving. Cribbs, first down.
Halftime, and read the riot act to those that deserve it.
We mentioned earlier about Bart Starr's comments fired long ago. But in the meantime, things may be coming together here. They win 6 of 8 to close last season. They're 3-1 now. Leaks juggles it and drops it. 23-7. Philadelphia came in at 1-3. The Cardinals could go to 3-2 if they hold on to win that one.
4 wide receivers. Buffalo is now 7 of 9 in third down conversions. This is their biggest of the day. Blitz.
He gets rid of it. They do not have the first down on his field goal attempt since replacing Nick Mickemeyer as the kicker for the Bills. 33-yarder. Robinson gets it down. Herrera misses wide left. So the most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history has hit just 40% this year, although the weather conditions today undoubtedly have contributed. Eddie Lee Ivory still on his feet. No whistle. He would have been better off going down all at once. It's Ben Drive.
Fence number 62, 5-yard penalty, grabbing the face mask.
Ellis is the lone setback, number 31. Dickey's pass finds Jefferson, first down at the 46. Dickey needs 8. He's got it to Lofton. First down inside the 35. Mario Clark arrived late.
Great point to make here, I believe.
Del Rogers carries, and Rogers does a little dance to close to first down yardage. At an indoor training site because of the bad weather in this area, and Buffalo is thinking about the same thing. It's tough to get the work in during the week when the weather acts up. Ellis trying to get outside.
Is in the playoffs every single year. 72 was the last time they were there.
Third down and less than a yard. They fake it and go deep. This is the Bart Starr play of old, and a touchdown to John Thompson. Well, Schnelker may have called it, but you know that Bart Starr approved of it. That was his trademark when he quarterbacked this club during the Lombardi Glory era. With a game in Green Bay next week against the Lions. Overthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Lee. Lee might go all the way. One man's got a crack at him. And out of bounds he goes at the 15-yard line. A 40-yard return on the interception by Lee. And this game is just about history. 11:55 left. The Packers lead by 20. Jim Jensen, number 33, is in the backfield for this play along with Eddie Lee Ivory. Over the middle, broken up at the last minute. Good defensive play by Charles Romes. For a split second, John Jefferson thought he had 6. Congratulates Romes on the play. Well, that turnover didn't cost the Bills much in terms of time. Less than a minute of possession for the Packers. But if Stenerud can hit on this field goal, it's completely over, if it isn't already. As it is now, Buffalo would need to score 3 times. This could make it 30-7. It's about a 32-yard attempt. It's good. Stenerud has the hat trick with his 3rd field goal of the day. 10 minutes and 57 seconds to play in the ball game.
Sir.
Coffee regular. Here it is. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Here, please.
You've done a fine job. Now they fixed your microphone. Here's Ellis taking the swing pass from Dickey. And he rambles close to midfield for a first down. Prior to today, this is a good opportunity to give him some work with the comfortable lead.
Reverse.
They drop it this time. Looks like Buffalo's got it. Lofton unhappy with himself. It worked for a 30-yard gain earlier today. It worked for an 83-yard touchdown against the Giants earlier in the season. This time a fumble, which was recovered by Eugene Marb, number 54.
It slipped out of Gary Ellis's hand.
Blamed on him. Buffalo perhaps would retain some wild hopes if they could score quickly here. Ball to the Weather Bureau because the conditions have hampered Buffalo far more than they have Green Bay. Ferguson out of the shotgun. Throw is a bit too low to be handled. Cribbs was the target. Mike Douglas had the coverage.
10 of 21 now for Joe Ferguson. Got to be a little upset with his, one, his receivers for not catching the ball in crucial situations, and two, he's missed some receivers that have been open.
Pass complete, but short of the first down. John Anderson made the tackle, which stopped them short. Mark Bramer makes the reception.
Fourth quarter, that's when you win.
Eddie Lee Ivory carries on first down and fumbles the ball, and Buffalo has it right back at the 25. Smirlis with the recovery.
Lucius Sanford on the hit, number 57.
3rd and 10 from the 24. In trouble. Dodges the rush. But the pass is low and incomplete, intended for Perry Tuttle. And another receiver out to the left, so 4 wide receivers are in. And the shotgun on 4th and 10. There's the completion, very close to a first down.
I think he got it.
It depends on the spot, Trump. Mike Mosley made the catch and Maurice Harvey the tackle. 7 lead. 6:54 left. Joe Cribbs is inside the 10-yard line before Maurice Harvey knocks him down. More favorable pairings as one will play 8 and 2 will play 7. Touchdown. They get the touchdown to the tight end, Mark Bramer.
I believe that's the first the Packers have allowed in the fourth quarter this season. This is interesting. Look, 4 around the ball.
They tried to give him a running start.
Didn't work.
Interesting attempt, though. Bill Whitaker, number 30, fielded it for the Packers and held on. Let's go to New York. Dashed what slim playoff hopes the Packers had. Dickey wants to go to the air. And a diving catch by Epps. Speaking of games in New York, Epps had touchdown receptions of 24 and 23 yards last week in the 15-13 loss to the Jets.
Gone, you're right. 4.3 speed in the 40. That's hardly visible.
The only fellas I can think of who would be in his class in terms of sheer speed in the league would be Ronaldo Nehemiah now with the 49ers, maybe Lamb Jones with the Jets, Curtis Dickey perhaps with the Colts.
That would be a pretty good relay team.
Tackle on the last play for Buffalo. Jefferson, did he hold it? He did. Lamar Parrish on the coverage. I don't think they have the first down. I think they're just short of it.
I think they're going to mark it just short. Agreed. That was close to an interception by Lamar Parrish.
Well, back to the matter at hand. A 42-yard field goal attempt by Stenerud for what would be his 4th three-pointer of the day. Out of the hold by Stakowitz. It's good. There's a flag on the play.
Now, what do you do? I think they got Buffalo offsides. Do you take the first down or do you take the 3 points?
Defense offside. Defense had 12 men on the field. Decline the penalty. 3 points.
Take the bird in the hand.
He's got 4 field goals and 3 points after today for a total of 15 points. Here's hold on the return and a good one out to nearly the 40-yard line. Mike Jolly, number 21, with the Packer tackle. 14 after trailing 14-3. Bruner to Woolfolk for the winning touchdown with just over 3 minutes to play in the game. Everybody had a crack at it. Nobody got it here. He's got a good chance at surpassing Jim Turner. Unless he can kick for about 5 more years, he's not going to pass George Blanda. First sack of the day for either club as Robinson goes down in the grasp of Casey Merrill, number 78. Robinson. Oh, a great catch by Frank Lewis. A one-handed catch.
This is the 3rd pass attempt of the season by Matt Robinson. That is an outstanding catch by Frank Lewis.
47-yard line of Green Bay. Robinson out of the shotgun. Another completion.
Thomas, Cecil Cooper, Ben Ogilvie. He does a lot of that.
What they hit as a team. 213 home runs this year. Robinson's pass. Juggled and dropped by Maurice Harvey. He's already picked one off today, as well as recovering a fumble. Halftime in Baltimore, the 0-4 Colts lead the 3-1 Bengals 10-6. That's at the half. 10-6 Baltimore. Robinson fires, wants Mosley. He's got it. Nobody touched him, so he can get up. But that apparently is more difficult than it sounds. First and goal for Buffalo. Robinson, touchdown. Mark Bramer has it. That's his second touchdown reception of the day. We're told that's a final now. 26-13 Bears. Here's the onside kick attempt again. Again, Lofton in the vicinity. And Lofton fields it for the second straight time. That's dangerous duty for a valuable piece of property like Lofton, who got his head handed to him on that play.
Generally, though, on the onside team, you've got the guys inside protecting that man.
Chuck Knox and Bart Starr. Knox is 3-2. Starr's 4-1. We'll be